Now 18th question. So in the 18th question, what he is saying is the displacement is given x is equal to a sin omega t, and from this we have to write x by a is equal to sin omega t. Why I am writing like this means he is asking the relationship between that means the graph between momentum and displacement. He is asking graph between momentum p is equal to mv and displacement. Okay, so the graph between momentum and displacement is in which shape? What is the shape of the graph between momentum and displacement? He is asking. So first of all, I am taking x by a is equal to sin omega t. This is the equation number 1. So similarly, I want to find p is equal to mv. Now I want the equation for momentum. So for that, what I will do, I differentiate this x is equal to this one. So v is equal to dx by dt. So this is equal to d by dt of a sin omega t. So this is equal to how much? A omega. The differentiation of sin is cos omega t. A omega cos omega t. Sin differentiation is cos omega t. Omega t differentiation is omega. So that's why we will get a omega cos omega t. So this is the velocity we got. So next what we want? We want momentum we want. So how to get the momentum? Multiplying with you just cross multiply this a omega to that side. We get v by a omega is equal to cos omega t. Okay, so this implies I am multiplying with m and dividing with m. So what we will get? mv by ma omega is equal to cos omega t. But mv is equal to how much we said? P we said. So p by ma omega is equal to cos omega t. This is our equation number 2. So we have to square and add the equations 1 and 2. Square and add. So what we will get? Whenever you add the equations, you have to add LHS part with LHS part, RHS part with RHS part. Whenever we add two equations. So what you will get? X by a whole square plus p by ma omega whole square is equal to sin square omega t plus cos square omega t. So we already know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So based on this trigonometrical rule, we can say that sin square omega t plus cos square omega t is equal to 1. So this implies x square by a square plus p square by m square a square omega square is equal to 1. This is our equation of ellipse. This is the equation of ellipse. So the graph between momentum and displacement is which shape? It is in the shape of ellipse. It is in the shape of ellipse. Like this we have to find. Okay. Next. Okay. Now 19th question. In 19th question we got that omega 1 is equal to 100 radians per second. Omega 1 is equal to 100 radians per second and omega 2 is equal to 1000 radians per second. Okay, two angular velocities are given and he's asking what is the ratio of acceleration. He's asking what is the ratio of acceleration. So we know the relation between omega and acceleration, that is what we call omega acceleration is equal to formula is minus a omega square. Maximum acceleration formula is a max. Maximum acceleration formula is minus a omega square. So here amplitude is the same for the both waves, right? Here amplitude is the same for the both waves, but we have to find the ratio of a1 and a2. So omega 1 and omega 2 are given out. So just to substitute the values, you will get a1 by a2 is equal to minus a omega 1 square by minus a omega 2 square. Okay, so minus minus cancel and a cancel. So what we will get? A1 by A2 is equal to omega 1 square means 100 square by omega 2 square means 1000 square. So okay, so what we get here now? 10,000 by 1 million. So 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 cancel. So we will get 1 by 100. We will get 1 by 100. A1 by A2 is equal to 1 by 100. This implies A1 is to A2 is equal to 1 is to 100. So like this we can find the ratio. Okay. Right. Next problem. 20th question. So he has given x is equal to a sine of omega t plus pi by 6 is given. Okay. So a sine omega t plus pi by 6 is given. So this is not pi by 6. Simply we shall take a sine omega t only. Okay. X is equal to a sine omega t only. We have to take. Okay. Pi by 6. Please strike it off. Next, he is asking that the maximum, we already know that V max, maximum velocity is equal to a omega we will get. Maximum velocity is a omega we will get. But he is asking what is the fraction of time when velocity is half of the maximum velocity. When the velocity is half of the maximum velocity, a omega by t. When V is equal to a omega by t, then what will be t value is asking. That is the question. So already we know x is equal to a sin omega t. So dx by dt will give you the v value. V value is dx by dt, that is equal to d by dt of a sin omega t. This is equal to a omega cos omega t. Okay. So v is equal to a omega by 2 is the given condition. It is the given condition. Okay. So based on this condition, what we can write? A omega is equal to cos omega t is equal to a omega by 2. So a omega get cancelled. So cos omega t is equal to 1 by 2. So this implies at what angle the cos will be 1 by 2 means cos 30 degrees is equal to 1 by 2. But 30 degrees we can write as pi by 6. Pi by 6 is the 30 degrees. Where pi is equal to 180. 180 by 6 is 30 degrees. So here we can write that omega t is equal to pi by 6. But we already know that omega is equal to 2 pi by t. Substitute in this, what you will get? So we get 2 pi by t is equal to into t is equal to pi by 6. So this pi get cancelled and t will be cross multiplied and 2 will be cross multiplied here. So overall we get small t is equal to capital T by 12 seconds. Capital T by 12 seconds. Like this, we cross multiply 2 to this side. 6 into 2 is 12 and t into 1 is t. So t by 12 you get. Okay. Right. Next problem. Now in the 21st question, he is asking what is the phase difference between phase difference between acceleration and velocity. We are going to find the phase difference between acceleration and velocity. He already given that displacement is equal to, so displacement y is equal to a sin omega t. This is our displacement as usual, simple harmonic displacement, motion displacement. Now I want velocity. Velocity is equal to dy by dt. So if I differentiate this, what I will get? A omega cos omega t I will get. But what I can write this one? A omega sine of pi by 2 plus omega t. This one I can write. Okay. If I write sine of 90 plus theta, again you will get cos theta. So both are same. Based on trigonometrical rule, that is sine of 90 plus theta is equal to cos theta. In trigonometry we learned this. Sine of 90 plus theta is equal to cos theta. So similarly cos omega t is equal to sine of 90 plus omega t. We got velocity. Now I want acceleration is dv by dt. So what I am going to take is d by dt of how much this is a omega cos omega t. So this is equal to minus a omega square sin omega t we will get. So this is going to be the acceleration. Now if you see the angle, here omega t is there, here pi by 2 plus omega t is. So what is the phase difference now? Pi by 2 is the phase difference. So what is the phase difference between acceleration and velocity? Pi by 2. Pi by 2 is the phase difference. That is denoted with delta phi. Phi by 2 is the, this can also be written as 0.5 pi is the answer. Okay. 1 by 2 means 0.5. So 0.5 pi is our answer. Like this we can find. Next question. So 22nd question. So in the 22nd question, what is given actually? A is equal to 5 centimeters it is given. Okay. And Vmax is equal to 31.4 centimeter per second is given. Okay. But we already know that Vmax formula is A omega. And omega is A into 2 pi by T. Okay. 2 pi by T. And what he is asking to find in this question, he is asking to find frequency. So frequency nu is equal to how much he is asking. But we know that nu is equal to 1 by T. So in this place we can find out that A into 2 pi nu. 1 by T can be written as nu frequency. So equate this one to with this one and substitute A value in this. So what you will get? A into 2 pi into nu is equal to 31.4 centimeter per second, and A is 5 centimeters and 2, and this is 3.14 pi value into nu is equal to 31.4. Now what you will get? 5 into 2 is 10. 10 into 3.14 is 31.4. So 31.4 into nu is equal to 31.4. So you bring this one to this side, you get nu is equal to 31.4 by 31.4. So 31.4 cancel. This implies nu is equal to 1 hertz. This is the frequency. Like this we can find out the frequency of the given wave when maximum velocity is given and amplitude is given. Next. Just now we have found the phase difference between acceleration and velocity in the previous problem. That is now in the 23rd question. Now we are going to find that what is that? We know that y is equal to a sin omega t, then v is equal to dy by dt, then we get a omega cos omega t. So this is equal to, again v is equal to a omega sin of pi by 2 plus omega t, and again we want to find a means we get dv by dt. So dv by dt is d by dt of a omega cos omega t. So this is equal to a is equal to, we get minus a omega square sin omega t. Okay, a omega is a omega, cos omega t differentiation is minus sin omega t, but omega t differentiation is omega. So a omega into omega, a omega square we will get. So like this we got acceleration we got and velocity we got, right? Both are phased out by how much? 90 degrees. So if you draw the graph, how it will be? Suppose this is the velocity graph. So velocity we are drawing like this. And now let us draw acceleration. This is velocity versus time graph. Now acceleration versus time graph we are drawing. So what happened? Acceleration versus time graph means it is phased out by 90 degrees. So whenever it is 90 degrees, it will have minimum. Okay. So again like this it will be going. Okay. So at 90 degrees if you take, when V is maximum, then A is 0. When V is maximum, A is 0. From this graph we can say. Okay. Since they are phased out by 90 degrees, then they are phased out by 90 degrees. So we can say that when V is maximum, A is 0. Okay. So this is the thing we learned from this question. Okay. Next question. So in the 24th question, it is given that the 24th question. So what is given in the 24th question is a maximum velocity is given, and he is saying that what is the displacement when velocity becomes half. V max is given. V max is a omega, no doubt. So when velocity is equal to a omega by 2, at that time, what is the displacement? He is asking. At velocity is equal to a omega by 2, then what will be the displacement? He is asking. This is the question. Okay. So for this, the answer will be like this. We know that V velocity is equal to formula is actually we know that a into omega into square root of a square minus y square. R omega, no? From V is equal to R omega, we got this one, right? So V is equal to omega into a square minus y square. But already we know that V is equal to a omega by 2. So write down a omega by 2 is equal to omega into root of a square minus y square. So omega cancel. So a by 2 you will get. Now squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides, what you will get? A square by 4 is equal to a square minus y square. This square root will be going on, right? So what you will get now? This implies y square is equal to a square minus a square by 4. Bring this one to this side, it becomes minus. Bring this one to this side, it becomes plus. Y square goes that side, it becomes plus. A square by 4 comes this side, a square minus a square by 4 will get. So this is equal to, again, what you will get? Y square is equal to 1 mark minus 1 by 4th mark. 1 mark minus 1 by 4. It is 3 by 4. 3a square by 4. But I want y. So what will get? Square root of 3a square by 4. So y is equal to root 3 a by 2. Y is equal to root 3 a by 2. So like this we will get a displacement. At this displacement, the velocity becomes half. Velocity becomes half of the maximum velocity. Velocity becomes half of the maximum velocity. Like this. Thank you.